I know y'all just saw part one. This is part two. True crimes don't pay. As I say right now, man, everybody do crimes, man. People do crimes sometimes. You know, people get into stuff all the time. You know how that goes. You know how that is. I mean, every single day. I mean, people get into stuff all the time, man. I mean, it is what it is, you know. And you know, just like even hate crimes, like in the 60s and the 70s, man, even or 40s and 50s. I mean, you know, for the Jim Crow years between like black and white, it was so much hate crimes out there. Even Tammy Tim from all the way Mississippi, man. If y'all don't know her, but Tammy Tim, man, it's a part of history of that. You got to learn your history. But Tammy Tim, man, got murdered or something like that behind a whistle at a white woman. That was a stupid crime, man. But that's how it was. It was so ugly. It was so bad. It was so painful and so cruel, you know. And then, you know, they would find him and look for that boy. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, when they found him where his house and where he lives at, I said, and looking at his family, they went to his family house. Are you that boy? And then like, no. But then when they found him, which of the family, they point him out. And he came out one of the people that said, yeah, that's him, that's one of the boy, and also, and then they murdered him for nothing, man. It's really messed up for anything for no goddamn reason. They murdered him. They murdered him for nothing, man. He didn't deserve to get that from him, man. He didn't deserve what was happening to him, because rest in peace to Tammy Tim, you know. It was messed up, man. You got bad people in this world every day, man. Will kill somebody for nothing, you know, for no damn reason whatsoever. No reason, man. That's just how it was. Even like that in other crime, how they dragged a black man in Texas over there to a damn to a couple of chamber, you know, for, you know, it was like a chamber whatever it is, he got dragged in all the different parts of it. It was like hate crime with that, and there's probably still hate crimes going on. And also, even Charlie Manson. Charlie Manson got doing some stuff that getting some girls are doing some murder for him. You know, it was 3 girls. I don't know what's in it. He murdered some couple of folks, and now he's in jail right now. And it's stupid people who listen with him and what he's saying, man. I heard this one woman try to say that Marilyn Manson is a role model. How Marilyn Manson is a role model? And this is the same man that beyond main psycho, you know, main out of mind psycho, and then he shouldn't have nothing to do with children, and he shouldn't have nothing to do what's based on discovered on tax history books. He is not a role model, and so is not Tookie Williams. Tookie Williams was responsible for bringing Crips up in Los Angeles in the first place. Tookie Williams. He was this big OG writing books for kids, and he's in a couple of murders. I think he was shot some man working at the 7-Eleven, and one other crime that he shot. This other dude, it was shot up for something, and that's when Crips and Bloods years, and all the way it started from Los Angeles. That's gang violence. I mean, it's bringing a lot of more blood out in the streets, man. I mean, people nowadays they can do some stupid stuff, and like even back like a couple years ago till now. And also, if everybody don't know, look at Jack the Ripper. Look at based on his history for 6th century. That's when DNA and all this other stuff did not came out yet. He murdered, I don't know how many women he murdered. He murdered, or maybe 7 women, or maybe out of 5 of women murdered, slaughtered, taking they you know, arteries out, man. He was a victim. He was a vicious murderer at the scene, you know, for women, especially women. You know, that's women be horrified with a guy like that. And I can't blame women now, because some women protect themselves now because stuff happened like that. I mean, you got different each crimes that I say in that other list that was part 1. Yeah, I was watching this, even though this is part 2. It was going on and on, man. A world would have been better if we got to find some protections from remain on ourselves instead of have to depend on anybody what's proving the law. Because right now, people taking people out of their hands right now. You know, right now, because you got people just murdered for nothing, absolutely for nothing. Especially when you're doing nothing wrong. They trying to live better for themselves. They trying to live a decent life like everybody else, and you can't blame them for that, man. I mean, you got people died for nothing, man. People died for nothing, just lost their life behind that, man. You got actors being murdered. You got rappers, entertainers. I mean, still the same thing, and even politicians. JFK just got shot out here in Dallas, man, and that was a big serious history behind that. You know, there was some rumors of basically on this death. I don't know if this true or not. Like I said, I'm not even gonna say what it is, because y'all be the judge, and you know. Even same thing to Malcolm X. There were rumors about his murder, and so is Martin Luther King. I mean, you do some research and you'll know why. Why is they've been murdered like that? It's been hidden for so much and many centuries, man. I mean, you got people, those who get away with murder, those who is, and those who can't. You know, it depends if what thing. A law is a law. You got those who support the law, they're gonna stick to it, and people ain't gonna break the law. And also those who broke the law, even biker gangs would ride the bicycles out of the scene, breaking people's bars and start for some violence, man. Look at it in Chinatown. Look at it in Japan. There's some stuff going over there, and then even it goes in the United States. I mean, it's nothing beyond that you even heard out in the news and even the movies. It's a lot worse than that, man. I remember this dude, and I was working at Albertson at the time. This man told me there's some situations that he heard that he told me two different versions of this. One, he heard that it was like, if y'all don't know, there's a like Japanese mafia. They even killed this some sumo wrestler or something like that, or some guy, and they sliced him up to death like he was in a meat factory. You know, all of it like they was enjoying it. And also, there's some stuff down over here in Dallas, and you know, who there's some organized criminals over here, man, from right up ways to the damn mafia, man. And there's some stuff about there, the mafia, you know, mafia organization, the mobs, stuff that they did in the 1930s and the 40s, 50s, guys like Lucky Luciano, Al Capone, John Gotti, you know, and the list goes on and on. I mean, stuff like that. Nobody wants to grow up and being a gangster, man. Being a gangster in this lifestyle is not fun. You would get killed, you would get hurt. I mean, you think they were born winners. They're not born winners. They are losers. The law is always going to win. No matter how much you like it or not, the law always going to win somewhere. The law always going to win. I don't care if you don't like it, because nobody wants to go to the feds. And if you know Fed or AKA 5-0, that's what they want to call them. I call them Blues Clues. But hey, you got even police brutality. I mean. Look at Rodney King was the first black man getting beat by police, and look what happened. Sean Bell. If y'all don't know, Sean Bell got, and I believe to this day he got murdered for nothing, but it was shot by 51 times, man. And they said he had a gun, but also stuff that said he didn't have a gun. I mean, it's sick, man. The same amount of hatred, and that comes from run all from us, from people. But you know, look at Clinton trying to assassinate Obama, and they got arrested for life behind it. If you try to assassinate a president, man, you going to jail for a long time. I mean, even if it comes when you assassinated or Bush or any president, and they're not gonna let that happen. You know, especially the most powerful folks out there, you're gonna go to jail for a long time, man. And that's exactly that. You got where the good people gonna go? They go to heaven, right? They go to heaven. Where the bad people go? Bad people go to hell. You know, and there ain't no buts or it's about it. If you commit 7 sins, you, lust and greed and all the other stuff. I forgot what couple of sins, 7 sins on that. You going to hell, man. There ain't no buts or it's about it. You going to hell. There's no buts, it's about it. You going to hell. you going to hell. Simple as that. Ain't no buts about it, man. And there's nothing you do to do anything about it. Do not think that you just heard to see Arnold Schwarzenegger, even though he's the mayor, seeing shot 50 police out of a police station. That's just based on the movie. But it can happen like that and based on real life issues for anybody, man. A world would have been better if people would have prepared themselves. And also because there's some stuff can happen to the suburbs, man. It ain't none. I mean, don't believe everything you might hear from the suburbs. Some people say suburbs is the most quiet, the most sensitive. But there's some stuff going on too. There's stuff going on, and there's stuff going on there. It ain't nothing new. There's always something going on, even drug related, or commit felons, or drug trafficking. You know, all kinds of stuff of crimes. Amount of crimes that people are breaking. Some people. Even the suburbs, they broken disturbing the peace. Disturbing the peace means like loud music and stuff like that, and beyond the drug. You can spend all the weeks in jail, you know, on that and something better. You'll just spend it all night. It's just like putting in time out and basically at school, you know. I mean, it is what it is. You got bad people in different shapes and different colors, and also good people being hurt for no goddamn reason whatsoever, man. I mean, prepare yourselves, people, man, because you just don't know what's about to head on you and the rest of your family. And I just don't understand that people want to believe this whole bad boy story, especially women. Do not. I'm gonna tell this for ladies. Ladies, do not believe what you hear bad boy persona, because the bad boys always lose and the good guys always win. Let's be real. It's the truth. I don't give a damn if you don't like it. Let's be real. It's the truth. It's the truth. Swear to God. Just like good girls win and bad girls loses. You could think even bad girls get in this in a couple of stuff, the situation they in, man, and stuff that and breaking into fights, especially love affairs. You know, when they'll shot a husband dead. They used to call it Black Girl Widow, man. You know, I mean not Black Girl. I mean Black Widow. Excuse me, my bad. Black Widow. That could be any woman, black woman or white. But Black Widow. If you don't know what Black Widow is, it's just like a crawl, angel by the spider, come out the money for insurance money for her husband. Even husband killed their wives behind this, but collect insurance money, man. It is what it is, man. I know y'all saw part 1, but this is part 2. And stay tuned to part 3, alright? Stay tuned. Don't go nowhere. Stay tuned to part 3.